Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Pretty gutted that we killed Shale. I allowed myself to be swayed too easily by Ferelden and then again by Morrigan.
Here it is! The Anvil of the Void! So sweet! Such power!
You found the anvil. Are you happy now? Maybe we could go back to Orzammar, share the good news.
Look at it. It was worth it. All of it. The anvil is everything I thought it would be.
I should have known. I thought that once you had the anvil, you'd be satisfied.
Perhaps I could use it now. A reward for defeating Ferelden. You wanted a crown, no? Or have you set your sights higher than the petty kings of Orzammar?
Ooh, this is an interesting option, isn't it? If I could get another golem. Make me a golem. I volunteer Ogren's soul.
Believe me, I appreciate the thought, but it will take me a while to master all the techniques without Ferelden's example. Why don't we go with the crown for now? There it is. An ugly lump of hot metal to go over a couple of empty heads. Now leave. It will take me some time to fully realize the mysteries here.
Well, good luck with your studies.
Once Orzammar settles on its petty king, have him send for me. When next you lead your armies against the archdemon, they will be shielded by a tide of steel men.
I hope this makes you happy, Branka. I don't think you understand what it cost to get you here.
Oh, stuff a rag in it, Ogren. Move on. Find a few whores. Sodding stone, I never thought you'd be the pining type. Now be gone.
Well, it is done. I'm sorry, the cast list, but you guys are pretty much fucked. The Anvil of the Void. The anvil glows like liquid metal from the lyrium veined through it, but dark stains attest to its bloody past. It is built straight out of the stone of the floor. Trying to move it would require years to chip away at its base.
Perhaps if I activate the lyrium ore in the principal node. Perhaps if I activate the lyrium ore in the principal node.
Well, our political decisions through the Dwarven Kingdom have been a bit messy. I don't know if we made it any better or worse. However, we came here with the aim of getting a Dwarven army, and not only...
I guess you both got what you wanted. Hope it was worth the cost. We should get back to the city now. Share the news.
So we've got a Dwarven army. In fact, we've gone better than a Dwarven army. We've got a Golem army as well. So actually, this has gone way better than we could have ever imagined when we come here. But ultimately, we're trying to defeat the Darkspawn. Okay, I'm sorry the castless are going to get turned into golems. Okay, that's a bad thing. But we are going to kill the archdemon. And if we didn't kill the archdemon, all the people would die. So pragmatically, this is the best outcome. Yeah, let's go to the assembly. They need to know as soon as possible.
Yeah, those Deshirs have been trying to destroy the city for years. Haven't managed yet.
You know what could destroy a city? Golems. And we don't have to hear Shale's footsteps stomping everywhere. And he threw his lot in with Caradin, didn't he? I do feel bad, but ultimately it was Shale's decision, not my decision.
Lords of the Assembly, I call for order. This argument gets us nowhere.
Then why these delaying tactics? I call for a vote right now. My father has one living child to assume the Idukan throne. Who would deny him that?
Your father made me swear on his deathbed you would not succeed him.
I apologize for the interruption, Lord Steward, but the Grey Warden has returned.
We should let the Warden speak. What news do you bring?
I bear a crown from Paragon Bronca for her chosen king.
Bronca still lives. Though she's mad as a nug at a tanner shop. She finally found the Anvil of the Void, and chose to stay in the deep to work it. She tasked this Grey Warden to give her crown to Orzammar's next king, chosen by the ancestors as a first in a millennium to lead a Golem army against a blight.
And we are supposed to trust this? The word of a drunken sot and a Grey Warden known to be in Harrowmont's pocket?
Silence! Then tell us, Grey Warden, which king did Paragon Bronca endorse?
Huh, I wonder if she'd give it to I wonder what would happen if we give it to Balin. Does she wish me to give the crown to whomever I choose?
The Grey Warden knows nothing about us. Why would a Paragon entrust someone like this with such a weighty decision? This is ridiculous!
We've argued in these chambers for too long. The will of the Paragon is that the Grey Warden decide.
You just completely blew it, buddy. You could have done a sales pitch. Instead, you just stomped your feet and insulted me. So fuck you, Balin. I'm granting the crown to Harrowmont.
I appreciate your forthrightness, Warden. You have acted with grace through this entire torturous process.
Let the memories find you worthy. First amidst the lords of the houses, the King of Orzammar.
I will not abide by this!
The ancestors have spoken.
Look, stand down, Balin, you've lost.
Would you let a surfacer decide the fate of the dwarves?
Watch out! They brought weapons!
Guards!
More enemies ahead!
What the fuck are you playing at, you fucking idiot? I don't even have a full fucking party. Defend me.
Go.
I don't know if I got it off or not. Right, let's try doing some shattering then.
I admit I did not think even Balin would defy the word of a paragon, nor that so many would follow him. But most of Orzammar has seen him for what he really is, and I trust we will bring this insurgency under control.
I have faith in you, King Haramont.
Indeed. More than anyone but my wife, Warden, and I thank you for it. More than for my crown, I thank you for aiding Branka's recovery of our greatest treasure. With the anvil in our hands, I need risk no dwarven lives to counter this blight. I will send Branka whatever she needs to forge a golem army. When you face the archdemon, Warden, it will be with stone giants at your back, not mere men. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get to the palace and set our plans in motion.
I must return to my duties on the surface.
This is the staff I carried as King Endrin's second. Take it as a reminder of your place in Orzammar. I wish you luck against the Blight, Warden. May we foster another 4 centuries of peace.
Your role in this election will long be remembered.
I'll send my men to King Haramont for your army.
Yeah, you guys. I'm not going to be the one to tell him. Is that it? He just had a health potion. Oh, that sucks.
Your role in this election will long be remembered, Warden.
Well, that was an eventful couple of episodes.
The throne restored and legends put to rest. Incredible. If I'd heard it secondhand, I'd have called it a sodding lie. Warden, we've got a king because of you. The rest, impressive, but the Legion is grateful most for restored leadership. It frees us to fight to the Darkspawn properly.
And can I count on you to fight the Blight at my side?
Nay, our place is down here. When you break the Blight, and you've got the skill, we'll make sure they have nowhere to retreat. You'll have us indirectly. That's more than any surfacer can say.
Oh, come on, buddy. We need you topside. Show the world your skills. Oh, you don't want to stay down here anyway.
You alone have the skill to back up your words. Each of the Legion owes our homeland a death, but if our lives are better shed on the surface, so be it. Back to Orzammar when we win, though. I'll not stay topside to lose my stone sense.
The Warden has joined Haramont.
Are you joking? You goddamn joking, you muppets.
Another call. Wipe them out.
I got kept over pipe punch. I fucking know this. Oh my god, I actually am gonna fucking die.
It's a good day.
Imagine if that was the canon ending of Dragon Age Origins, that'd be nuts.
Indeed.
Actually no, we'll take
Of all
take
the...
Alistair.
I shall do it.
Right, so what have we got? Oh, I've got several quests to turn into the Shaperate.
Your service to House Iduken does you credit.
Oh, that must be a bug.
At least someone is willing to stand up for tradition. Thank you again.
Impressive work, Warden. King Haramont's impending coronation has been entered into the memories. Is there something more I can help you with?
Yeah, I have some tracings you might be interested in.
What's this? A list of names. Most of these clans no longer even exist. Is this authentic?
You bet your hairy arse it is. Taken from a tablet in Ferelden's fortress, no less.
Then is it true? The rumors of Ferelden's so-called volunteers? Extraordinary! I would love to make a copy of this. The Shaperate has never had much information on Ferelden and his golems, much less proof of this magnitude. Warden, I hope this artifact from our archives will suffice as a reward. I must inform the Shaperate at once.
I started to worry. I didn't know if you were ever coming back. Did you find any records? Any sign of the old Orton Tig?
Hells yes, I did. I've got the records right here.
You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband. Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.
Yeah, just be careful you don't get fucking assassinated.
My name's Orta. After the old Orton house, they gave our seat back. And the records show which houses still owe House Orton money. One day, I will be able to properly thank you for all you've done for me.
Yeah, but you said now. I thought you were going to reward me right away.
And I don't know what treasure is left, but whatever I get, you can have as much as you want. I'll have to find someone willing to look. Maybe a whole expedition. If the Tig is still there, it must have something. House Orton will not forget this kindness. Didn't that sound official?
Oh, well 5 gold is actually pretty damn good. Right, what else have we got to cash in then? Ah, yeah, we've got proof that the Legion of the Dead could be considered a form of noble house, yeah. That must be entered into the memories in the Shaperate, so that's about next door. The Dead caste has been entered into the memories. The Legion of the Dead may eventually be considered a caste or a house of its own. I've got to return the topside sword to his corpse. And we've got to go and turn in the dead son.
Of the hour. Lord Harrowmont victorious. Lord Balin pathetic and dead. A good day for Orzammar.
At last we have a king again. I trust that King Harrowmont will do what is best for Orzammar.
Well, I see what sort of company you've taken up.
You're the best right. You're the. I trust Vala, my nug-wrangling friend.
You've returned. With all the excitement over the new king, I never expected you to remember my poor son. Did you learn anything about my ruck?
Yes, I found his remains. He died heroically long ago.
Oh, my poor boy. I guess I knew, but I just wish I could have seen him one last time. Here, this is my husband's masterwork, the first shield he smithed. I don't have anyone to save it for anymore. I'd like you to have it, for what you risked to bring me this news.
You be careful what you wish for, lady. Okay, so all we've got left is the sword, which I should be able to cash in quite happily. In fact, I'll probably just chop the video up.
Have you ever thought of getting yourself a husband, Morrigan? It might do you some good, you know.
Tie myself to another with bonds of servitude. It serves no purpose.
Aw, don't you want little Morrigans running around someday? The pitter-pat of little witchy feet.
You say that as if one is necessary for the other to follow. My mother needed no husband to have her daughters.
But you're no ugly old forest witch. I'm sure you can land yourself a proper husband if you just show a bit more skin.
Is that how you landed your own wife? No wonder she turned to her own sex for comfort.
Now that's just mean.
Here we go. And then I think we've completed Orzammar. The top side of the sword has been reconstructed after returning the pieces to his remains. Well, we'll check the sword out in a bit. Back to Orzammar. Okay, we've done it. We've cleared Orzammar altogether. Got Cannon's Lament. I think that should... hopefully that's cleared up by now. Who knows? That's Denerim. I suspect most of these are got some Denerim as well. Yeah. Because we want to try and clear as much as we can without going to Denerim. I think that's it then. I think we've just got to clear Denerim. Yeah, it's very annoying that that's stuck. I don't think there's anything I can do about it.
Have you seen my lunch? I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right, best in the trade, you know. I work the ore myself.
No, I think I probably should buy this. I'm not sure I'm actually going to use it. But it's got a name. It costs an absolute fortune. It does +2 dex, that's pretty good. I think it's probably worth having while we're here, because we're probably not going to come back again. Oh, I can sell all of my crystals. It's pretty sad, actually. That's a stupid idea. If I get another golem, I'm fucked. Right, I'll come back. Right, we'll try that again. I'll sell them back at camp. That way, if I do need them back, I can get them back. +10 con? How the fuck did I miss that? I need +10 con. Oh, hell yeah. I no longer have that much, though. I'll go... I'll have to come back here again, won't I? I'll have to go to camp, sell my crystals and stuff I don't need, and then come back again. Oh, I missed loads of stuff. I think we're done with Orzammar though.
So, you and Branka were really married?
Tell you what, boy. You ever been married?
Of course not. I was raised in the Chantry.
Think the hardest stone you can find. Marriage is for suckers.
So, no pitter-patter of little Ogwen feet running around the home cave, I take it?
All I ever got out of that moss liquor was a headache, a deaf ear, a scratched up back, And that rash it took 3 different ointments to get rid of.
Wow. She gave up on you, did she? And here you are, a keeper, too.
It is begun.
More dwarven propriety. At least I can clear out all these, read all these dwarven codex entries. I'm not going to help the Chantry. I think we're done. I'm going to declare Orzammar done. I might have to come back for that dragon thorn. It depends how much money I can raise at the camp.
Give me a moment.
Oh, I was planning to just get back to camp. Is everything alright, buddy?
Of course everything's alright. Just give me one sodding moment. By the stone. I feel like I'm about to fall off the world with all that sky up there.
Yeah, maybe I didn't take you back to camp. Oh, I did, but it didn't kind of did and kind of didn't. I guess this, yeah, is strange to you, right?
Strange? Strange is your wife turning out to prefer the ladies, not living in a world without a bleeding ceiling. Well, let's get moving. We're losing, daylight.
Yeah, I was just going to skip to camp.
You and your friends are formidable. I'm sure.
Right, let's see how much money I have at the end of clearing all these crystals. I'm guessing it's going to be nowhere near enough. No, most definitely not. And I'm not really in the mood for an inventory episode. I think we can probably call an end to the episode here. I think it's a good place as any to stop. Thank you for watching, and come back next time for the next part of Dragon Age Origins. Right, I loaded the codex to read some codex entries. And look what I've bloody got. I've got another quest. I've got the key to the city. Increased understanding of Orzammar society has revealed a diplomatic cache accessible to representatives of the Assembly. How bloody annoying is that? So I'm going to have to go back to bloody Orzammar. Cut to Kal Sharok. 1155 of the Tevinter Imperium will be known as a year of painful decisions, but we cannot waver. The threat we face is the greatest we have known. If we are overrun, all trace of the ancestors' glory will be undone. Orzammar must stand, and it must stand alone. Hormak, Kal Sharok, Gundar, we have lost contact and must assume they are lost to the Horde. We must seal the weakest link in our defence, the deep roads that lead to our fallen brethren. I have ordered our finest demolitionists to place the charges. I ask each of you to think of those that we have lost. They served as the warning that spurred us to action, and I know the stone will embrace them. They are the foundation of our survival, and they will not be forgotten. From a proclamation by High King Threestone. 200 years! Kal Sharok lives, you stone-forsaken deep lords. There is no greater hatred than a brother at your throat. Graffiti, author unknown. Stellata Nagat, 310, Tower's Age. They name it a blight, the third by their reckoning. It was just the fight to our ancestors, continued even though it shifts setting. The hordes that press their border surge and release, spilling across the surface. They fortify and follow. It was not their way to let the enemy rest. 325 Tower's Age. The surface kingdoms declare victory. The horde is crushed, the push halted, and celebrations begin as humans thank the skies and their maker. Beneath their gaze and their feet, the Darkspawn retreat to the steppes of our Tigers. New front lines are drawn across the old. They settle into breed. The memories say, as happened twice before, and likely in the darkness before that. From chapters 14 and 17 of Stellata Nagat, The Stone Upheld, a commentary on the Roll of Years by Shaper Erden. 512 Exalted Age. The surface declares the fourth blight, a number that means nothing to the stone. In the depths, the events are inverted, our blight spanning the interim years. 7 generations of shifting lines and darkness. Our ancestors are the reason the surface kingdoms don't know a Darkspawn by sight, while even their eldest have never heard an accounting first-hand. They believe the blights are defeated by a gathering of allies with singular focus. Eventually, they will be lost by attrition in the depths. The spawn surges and releases. We fortify and follow, although doubts are raised. From chapter 27 of Stellata Nagat. 7-0 Storm Age. The wars continue in the depths and the border tigers are lost. Orzammar fortifies and holds, but the lost ground is not regained and remains dead space, where darkspawn multiply. It was a surge, but the surface was not breached. There was no great archdemon behind them. No blight was declared, no rallying cry was given. The wardens slumbered. After centuries of constant skirmishes, a trend becomes clear. The first line of defence, unacknowledged for centuries, weakens. From chapter 40 of Stellata Nagat. 913 Dragon Age. The blight is building, though it is years from being named by the surface. But the memories know the signs. The Legion has lost Bonamar, though in truth it was lost to the living long ago. The spawn are moving freely and have numbers even the memories haven't seen. They will surge, release. We will fortify and follow. That is the way, and will always be so, until we fall, and the surface wonders what has changed. From chapter 49. The Tevinter Imperium. The Imperium is little more than a dilapidated old slattern, crouching in the far north of Thedas, drunkenly cursing at passers-by to recall her faded beauty. One can see that Minrathous was once the centre of the world. The vestiges of her power and artistry yet stand, but they are buried in the layers of filth that the Imperium's decadence has accumulated over the ages. The Majocracy live in elegant stone towers, literally elevated above the stench of the slaves and the peasants below. The outskirts of Minrathous are awash in a sea of refugees turned destitute by the never-ending war between the Imperium and the Qunari. And yet the Imperium survives. Whether with sword or magic, Tevinter remains a force to be reckoned with. Minrathous has been besieged by men, by Qunari, by Andraste herself, and never fallen. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar, by Brother Genetivi.